Fish Family Morning Show. I'm Jody Stevens, Beth Duncan, and our cyber mom, Joanna Julian. So last week we were talking about different social media and texting apps because our kids are hanging out online. There's always something new popping up, so it's super hard to keep up. But we want to keep up. How do we do that, without smothering our kids?
Right. And it's easy to smother kids today because they are conditioned differently for authority. It's more of a relational experience.
Right.
So when we're guarding for their security, but we need to do it in a way that makes sense to them.
So that we're talking to them and relating to them. So we want to do that. And then also be open-minded, right?
Yes.
Got to be open-minded to know what they're doing.
Yes, because there's always something new coming up. Right?
Yes.
So we need to be open to learning what they want to learn and create an environment where there's a place to do that, like a family-approved app list.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And you had a couple that you recommended?
Well, the app list would be one that you create like a cyber home base for your family. And so you would have a process where the child would say, I want to try this. And then you talk it through.
Okay.
Right?
And then you have those apps and they get to use them, but they don't automatically get to have that privacy.
Right. And so in the process of creating a family-approved app list, you have criteria, the boundaries for what's acceptable, what's not, age, and all that kind of stuff. So that's how you start to train them. But you have an open environment where they're expected to come home and share with you what their peers are doing. And you're willing to explore it with them and help them understand how to use that. And there's some great tools out there, too, for parents to do this, to create a centralized...
That's what I was just going to ask. How do we do that?
There's some centralized apps that allow you to create user permissions, and they go across different devices. So you could, for a 5-year-old, you'd have different permissions than, say, for a 14-year-old.
Okay.
And then as they grow, you change them. But they know what it is, and they know that you're managing it in one place. It's a cyber home base. SkyDog is one that I've come across that's very good. And there's a bunch of others. Some are free, some have a fee, but they're very good, and it's worth trying.
Great. And you have a list of these on your website, correct?
Yes.
And
yes.
More on this. She writes an article about this stuff each week, and it's expanded. And if you go to bananamoments.com, you can find out just a plethora of information on kids, parenting, and cyber stuff.